Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing well, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Today I wanted to do an exhortation for husbands, especially husbands who have children, young children, small children, okay? The dynamics of families are so many multi-leveled and so complex, but I want to just look at this one aspect of families and point it out to you so that this will not happen in your family. Okay, so we have the husband and the wife, right? So they are married and they are to be, one flesh, right? Well, in this relationship, the husband, his job, his number one job is to love that wife. Love her emotionally, love her verbally, love her physically, love her in whatever way she needs to be loved. Your job is to find out how she feels loved or what you need to do so that she does feel loved, and you need to do that regularly. Do it as often as she needs it. And so when you fail to do that, you are disobeying Scripture. You're missing out on your whole purpose for being married to begin with. And the point of this video is that when you fail to love your wife as she needs to be loved, you're causing a lot of pain to your wife. And guess what happens to that pain? A lot of the times, wives unknowingly, especially the ones that stay at home with their children, that pain of the wife is taken out in some way on the children. It may not be consciously, it may be subconsciously, but the children will sense that pain in her, and they will take that state of her soul and they will personalize it against themselves, okay? And not to mention if she has a temper or she's overloaded or whatever all the other issues are currently, and those are on top of all the original wounds that she has. So keeping in mind that the husband's job is to love the wife, and when you do that, you're really loving the whole family, because especially when the mom stays home with the children, loving her is the best thing you can do to love your children. Okay, so I hope this is making sense, but your job is to love that wife and do it regularly, whatever she needs, whether it's physical affection or time alone or cleaning up your messes or taking the kids to the park, whatever it would be. You want to be doing that regularly, because her issues are going to come, have an influence on the children already, but you wounding her or hurting her or neglecting her or rejecting her or abandoning her or betraying her, you're really doing that to your children, because they're going to experience it through the wife. Okay, it's just a heads up. Please ask the Lord, give me the strength to do this. I want to love my wife. You tell me in your word that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I can't do it. So please fill me with the wisdom, the love, the heart. Give me a heart to love my wife. Give me resilience. Give me strength. Give me your peace. Give me your manhood so that I can do your will. See, depend on the Lord in loving your wife. Don't do it in your own strength, right? When you go on a fast, you don't say, well, I'm going to go on a fast. No, you say, Lord, when and how would you like me to fast? You go by the Spirit. You listen to the Spirit, and you ask Him for His strength and His peace. Over here are some questions. Here are some things that you can say and do in relation to your wife that will help calm things down and help her to know that you're not her enemy, and help her to know that you're her friend and that you want things to be better. Okay? So you can always say humbly, not sarcastically, not with a tone, not resentfully, humbly in a gentle tone, how can I help? How can I help? If she says, get out of here, and she's angry, okay, I'll come back later. Don't take it personally. Okay, she's a woman. She's got hormones. She's got all kind of stuff going on. A lot of it mostly has nothing to do with you. A lot of it can sometimes not have anything to do with you, but sometimes it does. But don't necessarily take it personally and let her scare you away, okay? Pray for God to give you a heart of compassion for this woman. She's going through a lot. Being a woman is difficult. I'll tell you that. We have a lot of issues, especially hormones can really throw you for a loop. So humbly, how can I help? Or what can I do to make your life easier? Whatever it would be. My husband, he asked me this when I moved back in. And you know, one thing that I just didn't even know then that I hated doing was getting gas. And I thought, what could he do for me? I thought, that's it. I can't stand getting gas for many reasons. And now he gets gas for me every week. I don't have to do it. It's wonderful. So what can I do to make your life easier? Number 3, how can I show you that I love you? Not just blah, 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 I love you, but how can I agape you, verb love you? Tell me, show me, what are your needs? Tell me what your needs are so I can partially or fully meet them. Number 4, what do I need to apologize for? Wives don't always tell you all the things you're doing that are hurting her feelings, that are messing up the family, all the things because she doesn't want to feel like she's criticizing you. She doesn't want to feel like she knows everything and you don't. So there are a lot of reasons for that. So it's a very good idea, instead of her having to hold all that in and trying to manage what to tell you and what not to tell you, go to her and say, is there anything I need to apologize for? I really would like things to be, good between us. So just please tell me if there's ever anything I need to apologize for, and I'll be quick to do it. Right? And then, of course, number 5, please forgive me. And this is all in a spirit of humility and cooperation and gentleness. Will win you big points and will keep you, in a good place with your wife. Usually. I don't know your specific case, but this can be helpful. So just remember, the way you treat your wife, especially when you have young children, oh my goodness, they're so easily wounded and we don't even know we're doing it. So you got to love that wife. Ask the Lord to help you love her so that you can be loving your children. Because if the husband's gone all day at work, the wife's there with the children. When she's feeling loved, she'll have a lot to give the children and they'll be cared for. Okay? But if not, remember that you're wounding the wife, you're wounding your children, and these children are going to grow up to be big. And you're probably going to be living in the same house with them still. So you can be reaping a lot of bad seeds as they grow up, especially to be teenagers, if you're not doing this now, okay? And remember the things to say to your wife, and don't just say them, but do them. Say you ask her, how can I show you that I love you? And she says, I need 3 hugs a day. I'm just making that up. Well, you could say, okay, and then you could give her 3 hugs that day and 3 hugs the next day, and maybe for a week, and then you forget a day, and then you give her 2 hugs the next day, and it kind of gets erratic, and that can hurt her heart and be very, depending on where she is, it can be damaging. So I would recommend, if you want to do something that she's requesting that's important to her to help y'all stay glued together, I would definitely recommend putting an alarm on your phone. A hug in the morning, a hug when I get home from work, and a hug before we go to bed. Something like that. And the alarm will make it a good ring that's a positive association for you, so that you'll have a positive association with it and that you'll remember to do what you said. Because you don't want to say, I'm going to do this if you're not going to do it. Okay? So I hope that's helpful, and I pray God's blessing on your marriages, and I pray that you would have, especially husbands, have wisdom and strength and the peace of God and the courage of God to love your wife, because real men love their wives, right? Okay, I'll see you guys next time.